About a year ago, my cat died. Her name was Ada, and she was a wonderful cat. We got her when she was 2 years old from the Medfield shelter, and she's a Russian blue. Absolutely beautiful, highly intelligent. She picked up our human patterns very quickly. She put us to bed and woke us up in the exact same order every day. And incredibly good manners. She never jumped on the counter, never jumped on the table. She was not like those cats you see on YouTube, you know, the ones at the edge of the desk who push off the objects one by one, and you say, "No, kitty, stop." And the cat looks up at you, acknowledges you, and goes right back to knocking things off the table or the desk. She was not like that at all. Wonderful manners. It was hard, but she was with us 15 wonderful years. She got sick, and she died. So we had to let go. It was hard, but we did. About 9 months later, I turn to my wife and I say, "Hey, let's get a new cat." And she looks at me like I have 3 heads. The kids are out of the house. It's just us now. I say, "Yeah, but it'll be fun. We'll be pet parents again." And she looks at me and says, "Maybe. Let's go to the shelter, see what they have." So we go to the shelter, this time in Sudbury, and we're led into the back room where they have all the cats. And in the first cage, there's a cat who looks up at us and meows. Meow. And the card says, name, Domino. She's black and white. Gender, female. Age, 1. And all the other cats ignore us completely. So we say to the lady, "Hey, we'll take a look at Domino." She lets her out, lets her on the floor. We play. She purrs. We click. We bond. She has chosen us. So we say, "I think we'd like Domino." And the lady says, "Wonderful, great. You're going to have to come back next week because she just gave birth to a litter of kittens and we need to spay her first." My wife looks at me. "You want to adopt a teenage mom?" And I said, "Yes, it'll be fine." And the lady says, "Oh, and by the way, she was a stray." I said, "Feral?" No, stray. She had a family, but they couldn't deal with her for some reason, so they put her out, and we got her from an alley. My wife looks at me. "You want to adopt a teen mom who was thrown out of the house?" And I said, "Yes." So we go home, we think about it, we come back the next week, we sign all the paperwork, and we take Domino home. We rename her Pixel, and I am the primary pet parent. So I've got all the toys and the dry food kibble and all the wet food in various flavors, and she eats everything. It's very gratifying, you know, as a pet parent. She eats everything, amazing appetite, and we are greeted every morning at 4:30 for the next 2 weeks with the sound of retching and vomiting. My wife elbows me. "Hey, we adopted a teenage mom who was thrown out of the house, and she has an eating disorder. You clean it up." So I do, of course, but I'm seething the whole time. I'm like, they gave us a defective cat. They gave us a defective cat. They knew this. They gave us a defective cat. And I talk to our daughter, and I say, I think we're going to take her back to the shelter. And my daughter says, "Papa, if you take a shelter cat back to the shelter, I will never speak to you again." So plan B, I take Pixel to the vet. They check her out. Everything seems normal. She's healthy. We can do one of 2 things. We can do a bunch of blood tests, or you could adjust the diet and see if that improves things. I said, I'll do the second thing. So we take her home, adjust the diet, and the vomiting eventually stops. But she still has terrible manners, always jumping on the counter, always jumping on the table. Even when we're eating, she scratches, she nips. Terrible manners. So we think, let's get one of those cat trees. Big cat tree, altitude. They love altitude. Look out the window from that. So I order a big cat tree from Amazon. It comes. It takes me half a day to put it together. It's amazing. It has a guest room and 3 cat garage and 3 platforms. And it's got a swinging ball thing. Does she like it? Does she play with it? Nope. But she still likes to get into our kitchen cabinets and play with the pots and pans. We had to put a lock on it, and she picked the lock. Just terrible manners. So it finally dawned on me, we got ourselves a YouTube cat. She's a YouTube cat. It also dawned on me that Pixel could replace Ada in my house, in my home, but not in my heart. Nope. So I had to do what I had to do. I had to join a support group for people like me. It's on Facebook, and it's called My Cat is an Asshole. It has 1.6 million members, and it feels good to belong. Thank you.
That's Arnold.
Hello, hello, and thanks for watching. I hope you liked that video, and if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe, share the link with a friend, and leave a comment, maybe even a topic to write a joke about or tell a story about. And I'll see you in the next video.